I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Assassin's Creed. Gaz, what the hell are you doing playing a stealth game? It's okay, though, because unlike the other Assassin's Creed game I've already played on the channel, this one I have actually played before, many years ago, and it's a little bit different because this is a 3D, you can actually run around and hide, which is my preferred assassination tactic. If you're watching this hoping that I'm going to do like 100% awesome stealth kills, everything, that's not going to happen here. There's going to be a lot of stumbling and bumbling and tripping over people as I run away because I killed somebody that I probably shouldn't have or started a fight that I shouldn't have. I'm sure it'll be fun for everyone. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I know that you might be thinking I don't have the patience to play this kind of game, and this beginning to this game actually sort of tests my patience to the point that I will be cutting a lot of it because the intro is extremely slow to get into. So basically, we're going to kind of go through this. This is a really bizarre and I feel unnecessary part where it kind of tells you quickly what the controls are, but then you end up having to go through the game to learn all the stuff anyway, so it doesn't really make any damn sense to me why we have that. But anyway, so the premise is that we are, if you don't know, in a device in the future called an Animus, which apparently reads the genetic structure of my character. I am a guy named Desmond who is hallucinating this whole thing about being an assassin during the Crusades. So there's a lot of weird exposition that takes, you know, a billion years. So we're just gonna cut right now, and I'll come back in when there's something interesting to show.
Animus.
Alright, so there's this like almost hour-long story right now where we wake up out of this Animus thing. This doctor, the shady professor, and his assistant, who's a little bit more sympathetic to us, are arguing about basically just me and treating me, Desmond, correctly, because apparently I have assassin's genes in me. This character is apparently a bartender with a previous life of being an assassin. Who would have known? So anyway, we'll jump back here in a minute.
This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me, only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important, else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Alright, so after a very long and unnecessary basic tutorial that could have definitely been done in a different way. Fucking cameras. We now have to go through sort of the introductory tutorial part, which I don't... Are you fucking kidding me? Why will he not jump from here? I literally just walked through there without even thinking about it on that first one. Anyway. I mean, this whole... This whole first part of the game is really
That must be the Ark.
overly done in terms of trying to teach you how to play the game.
There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Alright. Sorry to take us out of this for just a minute, but that music... Oh, all of these have jumped back up. I apologize if that has been outrageously loud this whole damn time, because it's been deafening in my ear. And because of the genius design in the interface, I cannot actually change audio settings from the title setting. You have to actually be in the game to be able to do it.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
No! You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Alright. So as I said, very, very unnecessary to have the tutorials that it does, because it offers you a chance to have an inbuilt tutorial to teach you basically pretty much everything. You know, you have an opportunity for the combat, and for the climbing and jumping and stealthing, and like the whole thing could have just been this, instead of whatever the hell they decided to go with from the actual tutorial. There's seriously like 3 different tutorials, because even after this we've got sort of the scripted intro level, and then after that you have to learn how to fight in more detail, and it's just the whole beginning of this game is outrageously slow. So hopefully...
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Alright. Hopefully, you don't feel like you're missing out on anything when I skip. I'm actually just skipping the nothing parts. The very first opening, where you cannot skip the cutscene because apparently we didn't do that in 2008, is literally this pedantic discussion between you and the professor, talking about how genetic memory is what this device allows you to see, and they can find out the memories of me and my assassin ancestor. Frankly, I don't care much for that premise at all. Like, I think it's really, really unnecessary. It's kind of on par.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library.
Get out of my way,
No
then.
doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Anyway, as I was saying, the whole premise of the Animus and all of that reminds me a lot of the, Another World kind of movies and stuff, where, like, the modern day, it was something they did a lot in, like, the late 80s and 90s in movies, where, the modern day person would be transported to another realm or vice versa. Was it Masters of the Universe where they did that? I mean, they did it in a lot, like Beastmaster, one of the Beastmaster movies. It was just, it's stupid. It's a stupid premise, and they should not have done it for this game. It's completely unnecessary, especially as we're about to see what happens with the consequences of my actions. This is a long dialogue and uninteresting, so feel free to skip.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No!
That's a good angle.
You do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Dead.
No. Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my
Awkwardly
warning.
talking behind his
All
shoulder.
of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here, take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Okay. So now we have to go rough up a few people before they'll let me progress, and then we have to go through another story that then lets me rough up a few more people because apparently I didn't learn correctly the first time or something. I don't know. It's so... Okay. So I'm going to be trying that as much as I can, because the counter is actually the best way to do combat in this game. Prevents you from having to do a lot of unnecessary back and forth. It's just a one-hit kill. Get the fuck out of the way. Alright. Did a flying leap off the corpse there.
Break off the attack and return to Masya! Al-Mualim commands it!
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Altair, come. Al-Mualim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Would you stop looking up so you can actually walk?
He better not cause any trouble.
Stand on that platform, Altair.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Oh, my leg! Ah! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us.
Back in the bag there.
I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
So, I've gone ahead and played just a little bit, all the way to Damascus, just to see, and I found a hilarious bug where when I jump off into hay carts, it doesn't actually go in the hay. The hay is made out of concrete, and I have killed myself a few times. So that may be a thing that we will get to enjoy together. It seems to be if you're in too much of a hurry. Like if you're trying to sprint off the beams, run and sprint, it doesn't like it. But if you just do a normal kind of walk sprint, or walk jump rather, it seems to actually be much better. So that can come in really handy if I ever have a rooftop scene where I need to find myself jumping.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you were successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
Apparently that's where my memory glands were, because afterward now,
a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I don't remember how to do anything. I gotta relearn everything.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or 2?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Alright. So every now and then there's an interlude where I'll be able to come back out, or rather I'm forced to come back out to a plot line that is completely unnecessary to what the game could have and should have been. It will allow me to eventually access things like these computers, learn a little bit more about what is going on in the background, and I should be able to eavesdrop on their conversation here.
Questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
There really was just so much put into this game that just did not need to be in this game. I know they tried to make the premise a little bit more interesting than just you're an assassin in the Middle Ages,
Done for
but
today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
what was the whole point of having to come back out? Well, it's really unfortunate that the first episode of the series had to be so boring, because that really does kill interest. But the game does get better, especially when we are allowed to sort of stay in memory land for much longer, and we can just go around as an assassin. The following morning.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well...
I can't even walk past him.
It seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and... well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education. Re-education, to be more precise.
Can you just let me
But
walk
it's
past?
Not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better...
I haven't played any of the other Assassin's Creed games, especially the latter ones. I don't know if this whole idea continues on through the series. I really hope it doesn't. We got away with it in Assassin's Creed China. Never once mentioned any of this Animus stuff. It's really uninteresting. It's an uninteresting part of the series altogether. But anyway, is that where we're going, or are we going to this next one? I guess we must be going to the next one. Okay, well, so anyway, hopefully this next bit will pick up a little more. So I'm going to end this one here, and I will see you then.